Okay, this video, as we talked about earlier, I will discuss how we can go from an Excel spreadsheet to a file that can actually go onto the Google Calendar easily. So the only way we discussed was to go Excel spreadsheet into a Microsoft Outlook program and then export it as an ICS file and then go to the Google Calendar. So first off, we'll have to go to our calendar, which I have right here. So if I open that Excel sheet, as this is our merged, so I created an extra column that's labeled as subject, and also you're probably gonna have to make some changes on how you record stuff on the Excel spreadsheet. So here's date and start date, start time, end date, end time, and then your keys you can copy paste as a description, and I'll show you in a minute. And this part, how I created, was basically create a formula that's equal, and then this field, and if I want to add any special characters like a hyphen, so that would be quotation marks, space, hyphen, so that'll create something like this right here. So whatever you want to add, professor's name, anything, that'll appear as a subject of the event that goes on the calendar. So that's that. And so now I created an extra tab that'll just deal with the Google Calendar part of it. So we have a subject that we created in the merged spreadsheet, and then start date, start time, end date, end time. All day event, that's only for if there's a holiday, that's an all day event, so that it would say true for all day event in front of it. And description is basically all the keywords, whatever you have from the faculties or students, just copy paste into this field. And then the first thing we have to do is basically save it. So we'll go save as, and I'll save it on my computer. And so we're gonna go ahead and save it as a .csv format, and then I'll pick my desktop and save, and then just hit OK and yes. So now we have that file saved on the desktop. We can go ahead and close out the Microsoft Excel. And so here's the file that I just created. Next, I'm gonna have to go to the Microsoft Outlook. Here first, you're probably gonna have to create a blank calendar. So I'll go home, open calendar, create a blank calendar. So I'll just name it as test, and it should go under calendar, and hit OK. So if you expand this, you'll see there's a calendar under right here, so which is not checked. And so next thing we have to do is basically go file. I don't know, it depends on the different versions of Outlook, but I have a 2013, but 2010 open and export, so you'll have to import or export. So here I'm importing from another program or file, and I'll go next. It's a CSV file, next. And here's the I'll allow duplicates, because if there's already an event on the calendar and another thing comes up at the same time, so you want to duplicate it instead of replacing the existing ones. And here I'll go ahead and upload it to the test, the blank calendar I created. And next, this is the important part. So on the CSV file, whatever columns and fields we have, so we want to make sure that stuff is going on the right place onto the Microsoft Outlook calendar. So my subject is going to subject, start date, and then my description should be going to the field called description. So that's our keywords. So we'll hit OK, finish, and then it's gonna upload all that information to the calendar. So I'll make sure it's clicked right here, so we don't need this one. So here's all the information, events that I just uploaded to the Google Calendar, for Microsoft Outlook. And here's the information. If you go on an event, double click, it opens the event time and everything, and this one only had a period as a description. Let's open something else. So this one had a lot of keywords, so that's where they all go. So that's that. So we have it on the Microsoft Outlook. So next we have to file, save calendar. When I hit that, it's gonna automatically come as in .ics, which is iCal file. So I'm gonna just go ahead and save it on my desktop and name it test calendar. So I'll just name it that and hit save. So we're done with Outlook. We can close out of Outlook. And next that we have to do is basically just go to the Google Calendar straight, and I'll go ahead and upload it to my Google Calendar. So here we'll just hit sign in. And I'll go to calendar, and here I'm just gonna add a new calendar. So basically this is a test calendar, or we can just basically go ahead and create a new calendar. I'll name it test 2, and that's all basically we have to do. Create calendar, and then now I should have a test 2 calendar in there. There you go, that's test 2. So in order to upload info to this, I'll have to go settings and import calendar, and I want it to go to the test 2. I'll browse the file from my desktop or wherever you save it. So this is my .csv, and which one? This is my ICS test calendar that I created, and I'll just hit import. Import. Okay, so it's done. So now I go back to my calendar and I click on my test 2 calendar. Here's all my events, and you can basically just edit events, and all the description should be in the right place. So that's that, and we can go and month view, so it shows everything right here, and we can search. So here's all the lectures by David Madden. Okay, I hope this video helps. So I'll just go ahead and stop the screencast.